back to the channel. My name is John Stockdale. This is CJ Leonardi. Triads today. Yeah, we're going to do major, minor, augmented, and diminished triads. Diminished. So diminished means what?
To lower the third and to lower the fifth.
Right. So out of a C minor triad, all we got to do is lower the fifth of the minor triad. And so Coltrane would play that way. Over a minor triad, he'd play a diminished line. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to end up flattening the 5 to our C minor triad. So the first thing we did was we stack minor thirds. So we've got C, E flat, and then a G flat. So you can see that there's 2 notes in between all 3 fingers on the fretboard. Let's do it again on the A string. So we got C, E flat, and then G flat. On the D string, we've got C, E flat, and then G flat. Okay, and then on the 3rd string, we've got C, E flat, and then G flat. And on the next string, we've got C, E flat, and then G flat. We've got C, E flat, and then G flat. So here, we're going to end up taking the note that's highest, the G flat, and we're going to put it on the next string. Understand where the tritone is. Yeah, what it looks like. So we can practice just that straight across the fretboard. So we've got C and E flat, G flat. Then we put C and G flat root on the A string, C and G flat. And then we put C on the D string, C and then G flat. And then we can put C on the 3rd string. And then we've got the 2nd string, C and G flat, or down here as well, like the way CJ played down there. Let's move on.
Harmony. That's it.
Harmony, yeah. So here we are. Let's practice now the triads with the 2 strings, 2 on the low string, 1 on the next string. So we got C, E flat, and G flat. Next string, C, E flat, and G flat. C on the D string, C, E flat, G flat. C on the next string, C, E flat, and then G flat. Let's go now do this one on the C, E flat, and then a G flat. Okay, now that note that's highest on the fretboard, right, we're going to move it to the next one. So we're going to do this in tertiary form here. It's going to change because of the B string, right? Let's see what's going on. We got C, E flat, and we got our G flat. All right, now let's move down to the C, E flat, and then G flat. Now the ring finger again. So you got C, E flat, and then G flat. Now here we'll have to use our secondary, right? Because we got C, E flat, and G flat. And then let's go up high. Let's do it up high. So we got C, then E flat, and then G flat. So it jumps back to our tertiary form because, well, we got 4 fingers that correspond to 4 frets. So. And the next thing to do is finally put 3 fingers on 3 strings. And so we've got C on the 6th string. We've got C, E flat, and G flat. Now that's real pretty because we can see that there's a minor third here from the pinky to the 2nd finger, if you're going to be using a 5 fret spread with your 2nd finger, which is in 5th position with the 1st finger stretch. If you were using your ring finger, you'd be in you'd be in 4th position with a pinky stretch. So whatever's comfortable for you, just make sure you practice both ways because it's going to split somewhere in the fretboard. You probably only want to use sometimes your 2nd finger, sometimes your 3rd finger for a 5 fret spread. And just to help you memorize things, I would stick with the same finger for a while because it could get confusing after a while. If you come up one way, use one finger, and then come down.
Got to build the muscle memory.
Yeah, exactly. C, E flat, and there's our G flat. All right, so let's go to our C on the D string, and we're going to use our pinky because of our 4 fingers to 4 frets right there. So C, and then E flat, and there's our G flat. Okay, and the last one is going to be, we'll go to the 5th fret. We got C, E flat, and then our G flat. Okay, so there's our diminished. All right, so let's go to our 4 strings, but we're going to use 3 notes. So we've got our first string is going to play the G flat, our 2nd finger is going to play the root, and our 1st finger is going to play the flat 3rd on the 4th string. 4 strings and 3 notes. Let's put that to the inner strings. C, E flat, and G flat. C, E flat, and G flat. Okay, this all moves in minor thirds. Why did that move in minor thirds, CJ?
Diminished is just stacking minor thirds. You know, after 4 it'll repeat itself.
So we're going to call this E flat diminished, tonic diminished, right? Because it's
E flat's
the lowest note in there. Yeah. Even though it's called C diminished as well. So our last group is going to be finding E flat on the 6th string, and then note C on the D string, and then note G flat, right? Because we got
Diminished.
because it's diminished. Yeah, man. Thanks again for joining me on another lesson, man.
Of course, thanks for having me.
All right, take care and rock on. We'll see you in the next journey.